Well, look, let's examine what's happening. Let's talk a little bit about what a reality show is. A reality show is something unusual that gets promoted and hyped with outlandish claims, and people get infatuated at first. They start watching it, and all of a sudden they discover that the wise things the characters are saying are phony. They're all scripted rather than spontaneous. They find out that the emotions are phony and scripted, and all of a sudden they begin to dribble away. People are beginning to find out that Donald Trump is a reality show.
Really? Okay. All right. So Kasich says the astrologers will make him look accurate in time. Did you see Frank Luntz on CBS's Sunday show? He had a group of pollsters, voters. Luntz is the pollster. They were Trump supporters. And Luntz said this: "I've never seen voters so passionate and committed to a candidate after seeing an hour's worth of reasons why not to vote for him. They still support him despite the reasons."
Look at what's happening in Iowa. Look at what's happening in Iowa. It's beginning to change. People are now understanding that, yes, they're angry. They're upset at what's happening in the country. They realize that in order to get a policy change, they've got to change a president, they've got to hold the Senate and the House. And I think they're beginning to understand that if Trump is the nominee, the Republicans lose the presidency, they lose the Senate, and have a chance at losing the House. And you don't get policy change that way. So if you're truly angry at what's happening, it's beginning to dawn on you that you perhaps have to vote for one of the candidates, support one of the candidates who can win and who can bring support along to win the Senate and hold the House.
But I get it. I mean, the Des Moines Register poll showed a little bit of that, but our poll showed that Trump was maintaining his lead. Well, I think he even bumped up 2 points in that poll.
Look, you in the press are so infatuated with Trump that you stop.
I'm just trying to figure it out. No, you're trying to promote it, Bill. And it really is, the voters are beginning to see it. In Iowa, they see it. The Des Moines Register knows their state. They know how to poll them. We're beginning to see it in New Hampshire. You're beginning to see candidates like Rubio and Cruz beginning to move. You're beginning to see support for Christie. You saw the union leader endorse Christie, and it's making a difference up here. Jeb Bush is beginning to put some ads with Bite onto TV. So these candidates that are among the handful that Republicans recognize can make a good commander-in-chief are beginning to get traction, and Trump is beginning to erode. It is true. Also in Iowa, you have some endorsements that have made a difference. You're right on that. Now, here is Trump with Chris Wallace on the possibility of a brokered convention.
I say, folks, you know, I'm sorry I did this to you, but you got to get used to it. It's one of those little problems in life. Now, I'll see whether or not I'm being treated fairly. I want to run as a Republican. I'm a conservative guy. I have great ideas. I'm going to make our country great again. I'm going to make it great again. It's a mess. This wasn't supposed to happen. They were supposed to pick a governor, a senator, you know, a puppet, where they control them 100%. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Now, you know, that's a direct shot at the establishment. Governor, go.
You know, he took a shot at Cruz, saying Cruz made no friends in the Republican Party. Let him explain how many friends he made in the Republican Party with that phrase, with that little snippet. And you know, I think I counted right. I think he used the word "I" in 20 seconds about 12 times. The problem with Donald Trump, it's all about him. He doesn't care about party. He really doesn't care about policy, only if he can exploit policy to enhance his ego. And the problem is, politics is a team sport. And if you keep calling people stupid, as he often does, if you keep denigrating your opponents, as he always does, and if you keep creating a climate in which you're trying to convince Republican voters that there is no value to electing other Republicans, then you're going to have a problem in the long run. And I suggest the voters are going to dump this guy in the long run.
We'll see. The 11th commandment in Iowa is be nice. We'll see how that goes. And not here to promote anybody, just here to try and figure it out.